Again, my name is Edward Pace, if you didn't hear in the opening remarks. I am one of many candidates here today that is running for city council. I am here today as a public servant and not as a politician. I say this over and over again because I think we have become too reliant on politicians. We understand that usually that political power is controlled within the hands and in the, we'll say, in the community within that's very small. Usually none of us in this room here today are a part of that community, nor will we ever be a part of that community. So we need to start electing people from our communities. Working class people need to be represented in our institutions, especially in our democratic institutions. Now, what I will say is that I have a platform like most other candidates, right? We all want to make sure that that we improve public safety, right? We want to make sure that we improve our schools, our public institutions like our libraries, like our schools and so forth, right? We all want to do those things, but how can we possibly go about building and constructing this platform if we don't even have the tools to build this platform with? What are our tools? The people right here in the room are the tools, right? So we are the construction crew and we are the tools that can build that platform, that can construct a society in which we deserve to live, right? So the only way that we can do that is if we come together, understand that we have to unite on our commonalities and not separate ourselves on our minute little dissimilarities, right? We have more in common than not, and this is what we need to come to understand and come to unite on, right? So once we come together and start to work together as a unit, a cohesive unit, it's like an engine, right, in your vehicle. You take one spark plug out of your engine, what happens? The whole thing shuts down. But you got a nice paint job, you got a nice sound system in it. Everything else is functioning the way that it was designed to, but your one spark plug is missing, and therefore you have nothing, in essence, all because of that one spark plug, right? So, and I like to use metaphors, so you gotta excuse me if I use metaphors that lose you. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that we are all a part of this body. The body politic right now is ill. It needs to be operated on. We are all surgeons. We all have to come to the surgery room and look at the body that is sick. It is plagued with a cancerous cell, and this cancerous cell is very infectious. It's not going to stay isolated in one part of our body. It's not. That's not what's going to happen. Like Brandon Ellington just articulated so eloquently, the problem that exists with crime, with education, and so on and so forth is not isolated and unique to the east side of Troost. It's not. It is a cancerous cell. This is something that eventually will spread throughout the entire city. Unless we isolate, unless we correctly identify this cancerous cell, isolate it and eliminate it, we can expect it to spread from one part of the body to the next part of the body. So as the surgeons, as the professionals here, we have to come together in all of our areas of expertise and make positive contributions to the continual growth of our city. So I'm not going to tell you what district I'm running in because I'm an at-large candidate. So it doesn't matter what district I'm living in. If you are a resident of Kansas City, you can support an at-large candidate. I urge you to enthusiastically support any candidate, whether it's Edward Pace, Brandon Ellington, Malin Davis, or whoever it is. If you genuinely believe that that candidate is there to represent you, then I encourage you to show enthusiastic support. Just like we ran about the Chiefs all day long, let's rant about the candidates who are running on this next ticket to support us. Right? So, enthusiastically support, you can keep your money. Your money is not going to help me in my campaign, at least, even though it would buy a yard sign or two. But that's not what votes. Yard signs don't vote. Billboard ads don't vote. Human beings go to those polls and say, I support this, I support that. So we have to get on Facebook, we have to get on our emails, we have to get on our text messages. How many times we receive messages saying, oh, if you love me, text this to 10,000 people, and if I receive it back, then that truly means that you love me. We have to text people our beliefs and values and so forth. You know, if we really stand on these things and if we genuinely believe in the principles articulated here tonight, then we have to take this experience right here and share it with other people. People that we come in contact in our workplaces, in our worship centers, in our schools, and so on and so forth. So, once again, my name is Edward Pace, and we will pick up the pace here in the city once we get elected.